Hi, guys. Welcome back. Thank you for two-stepping with us again this week for our bonus episode on a Thursday. We're coming at you with some exciting news and a very special guest joining us tonight. First of all, though, T, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's been a bit of a manic day today. We're recording this on Monday this week, and Mondays are always manic for everyone, right?
Yeah,
You've had some really cool news today. Got your new car picked up.
I did. It's very nice. It's
Excited.
beautiful.
It looks very pretty, I'm not gonna
Oh, I
lie.
can't wait. This is why I wanted to road trip in it, to be honest with you.
We're still working on the road trip, okay? We're still working on it. Fingers crossed. So let's get into the episode then. This Thursday bonus feature is a little bit of an Ask Me Anything, kind of agony aunt advice on life's problems. Are you the asshole? Maybe. Do
Maybe.
you have a life dilemma that you just need us to talk through?
All the time.
All the time. Do
All the
you
time.
have a juicy story that you want to share anonymously, but you don't want to put your name or face to that story, but you want to get it out there? Let us know.
We're here for it.
We really are. So I am going to bring on our very first Choosin Texas guest this week. I am so excited. One of the kindest, most loveliest men that I have ever met in my life. We're bringing on Steve from Southern Roots
Yeah,
Radio.
second that.
So
Such an
I
amazing way.
I will let Steve do the talking, but firstly, welcome to Choosin Texas, Steve.
Thank you for having me on, and thank you for the honour of being the first guest.
You
I know,
are
it's exciting,
welcome.
isn't it?
Very
Yeah.
excited to have you. So Steve, do you want to talk a little bit about what you do, where people can find you before we get into your question of the week?
Yeah, so basically, I've been heavily into country music for about 26 years. 9 years ago, I went to my first C2C in Glasgow. I founded a small Facebook page there that was only really for me and my friends, that is now sitting at 12.3 thousand members.
That's
So it's one of
amazing.
the largest
That is
independent
amazing.
groups in Scotland. Then came COVID. I contracted COVID and I got involved with a radio station that was only supposed to be on for one day. And it's now been going 5 years.
Wow.
So Southern Roots was born, and it was nice because it was my intake and what I thought. I went from doing very simple, where I was just sending voice notes and playlists, to taught myself how to produce the entire show. I was very honoured that my dad helped me get the equipment required. I then increased it. We added a live show on a Sunday morning, 10 till noon on Groove London Radio.
We
We
love
do
that.
love
And
listening.
and it's been growing steadily. And then I went to a show in Glasgow. I was invited to a gig by a band called Glassville. And when I was there, a local radio station up in Straven in Glasgow approached me and asked me if I would present there. They've already got a country show that goes out on a Wednesday night, 6 till 8, which any other country presenter will tell you, it gets annoying that we're always put onto the very late shows. Well, I was quite honoured to be given a 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. afternoon slot on the station. And in the last 6 months, Southern Roots has grown unbelievable. But part of the ethos behind us is we give as much airtime to homegrown and independent artists as much as we do to the big names. So we cover everything. We've managed to interview some amazing people, from Tyler Braden to Emily Ann Roberts, which they can all be found on our website and our shows. We got involved with a fantastic group from WhatsApp, who helped us develop more as what we were doing through the brand. And then we were very honoured a while ago. We had a young guy that was in our WhatsApp group asked us how he could submit music to a radio show. I was live on the air at the time, and I says, "Fire it in, email me." He emailed me in. He's never released the song. He'd only ever done it on TikTok, so it's never been publicly shared. I emailed him back and said, "Can we play it? Is it ready to go on the air?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah." That guy, as everybody knows, was the fantastic Jake Davis. 2
Great
weeks
guy.
after that airing, his first time ever being on the radio. His kids were loving it. His dad was proud of him. 2 weeks later, he released the song on Spotify. And then I think it was about another 3 weeks later, he opened for Chanel Yates in Chesterfield.
When we were
We
there.
were there.
I
We were
know.
there for that.
You guys were there, and I unfortunately missed that. And it was just shows you when you've got the right people around you,
Yeah.
how much we can improve things with what to me is a silly little radio show. Although I have been told that our Saturday show is hitting 8,000 listeners.
Oh my gosh, that's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
So yeah, the Glasgow station, their monthly listener is up to about 250,000 now. So
Wow.
Incredible.
so
Go you.
but a lot of the stuff behind Southern Roots, it's all about the name Southern Roots. It's nothing to do with me. I don't personally
Yeah.
like to take credit for anything, but with the thanks to our good friend Stu Country, or Woody from Toy Story, as I like to call him, he's introduced me to other great people out there, the likes of yourselves, Damien, and Dom. And, you know, I asked a lot of times, we had Dom on our radio station a couple of weeks ago, and I had messages coming in saying, you know, is that a good thing to have another country radio presenter on your radio show? And I'm trying to explain that we're doing different things, but with the same purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think one of the things, and that leads really, really nicely into our first little announcement of Choosin Texas Thursday edition. And that is, do you want to say it, Steve? Do you want us to say it?
Oh, I'll let you ladies take it.
I'll let
So
Meg take it.
we are so excited and so proud that we have partnered with Southern Roots to bring you the Thursday episode each week. So that means that our listeners, as well as the listeners of Southern Roots across all the different shows, are able to get involved in the Choosin Texas Thursday episodes. So if you've got stories to tell, questions to ask, or confessions to make, then you can get them to us at choosintexas@gmail.com or via our Instagram stories that we will post anonymously box on a Tuesday after the main episode goes out. You can also get in touch with Steve via the radio show in the chat feature that we are both heavily featured in most weeks, or via DM, message, any way that you want to get in touch with us. It will get to us in one way or another from any of the three of us. So thank you so much to Southern Roots for coming on board, jumping on board with our brand new adventure. We so appreciate it, and we're so excited to work with you, Steve. So
we're really excited about this as well. You know, it's not just about developing our brand. It's about making this industry the way it should be. There's been too many problems with outside influencers. I hate the word influencer, where it's all about what can I get, and it's nice to be working with a group of folk like yourselves, like Stu, like Dom, who just want to promote good country music and be a voice for the people that don't know how to do it, or, you know, are struggling to get airtime and stuff. So we are really chuffed that you've chose to come on board with us as well. So
no, it's going to be so much fun. Yeah,
I'm excited.
I am. I love this because, you know, usually it's just me and T just shooting the shit basically, and having a laugh and that kind of thing. So this episode's a little bit more purposeful. So the reason that we have brought Steve on, obviously, was so that we can share that news, but obviously hear more about Southern Roots Radio. But we put out a cry for help in our little WhatsApp group, and we said, does anyone have anything that they want to ask us this week? And Steve was the first one in there. He was like, I have a question. So Steve, take the floor, ask us your question, and we will do our very best to give you the best advice that we can.
Right, fantastic. So Southern Roots is a self-funded enterprise. We don't get any funds coming in anywhere. We don't make money off anything. We have to have the expense of the website, the radio shows and stuff like that. And we've been struggling to have a increase in presence on social media. Now, I know you can go on and you can pay for things, but when that's coming out of your own pocket, it's quite awkward. We're getting the listeners, we're getting the traffic coming through our socials, but getting them to click either the follow or the like buttons, we're really struggling with it. It's slowly getting there, but we've reached out to other people that are influencers, and all we ever get back is the same thing: how much are you willing to pay me?
Yeah, we don't
So,
like.
for someone that is using a platform to help others, how do we get our presence on social media a bit more better?
Dee, do you want to go first on this one?
I thought you would actually be better going first, just because you built up your Ballers Meg account.
I mean, I can do.
You've
I'm happy
got
to do that.
better advice probably to start with.
So obviously, you guys know, and maybe some of the listeners will know that I, in my spare time, host an American sports themed content page called Ballers Meg. And I started that a little over a year ago, and across all platforms, we've got something around 5,000 followers. It's not huge, it's not massive. However, what I always say is it's not about the number of followers that you've got. It's about how much they're willing to engage with you and how much they're willing to invest their time and energy, not necessarily money either when it comes to social media, but their time, their energy into you. And I've done a lot of talking to people that I work with. I've got a really close knit group of moderators that I work with every week, every day, really. And we always ask people, like, what is it that brings you back? What brings you to my live streams every Sunday? What brings you to, the ability that you're just comfortable to drop me a message and be like, hey, Meg, what did you think of this game? Or what's going on? And their biggest thing was the sense of community. And so we know that in the country community, there's lots and lots of people, lots of very, very good people, like the names that you've mentioned, like Dom, like Stu, the WhatsApp group that we've built, a lot of the friends and connections we've made along the way. But building that community is one thing, and then keeping it's another thing. It's a very transient audience sometimes, where you'll get people who might be going through a phase where they really want to learn about football or really want to listen to country music, and then life gets in the way and they get busy, and so they disappear. And so one of the things that I did was I created a Discord server, which is completely free to create. And on that Discord server, it's a little bit like our WhatsApp group, but on a much more kind of sociable level, where people come back to that Discord. I'll post in there every video that I make, every live stream that I'm doing. I'll chuck a message on the Discord, and I can see them joining through the link that I've shared. And they've got different sections on there for different things. My sister has a crazy section that's nothing about American football, it's just banter. It's literally not, is it? Like, she's posting her Jesus biscuits on there when she found that she could buy communion wafers on Amazon. Like, that's the kind of crazy that's on my Discord. But that's the kind of crazy that brings people back, because it's a personal touch. They feel like audiences feel like if they know you, if they feel like they know you and you're one of their mates that they can just reach out and chat to, then they want to be involved, they want to help out, they want to do your promotion for free, because ultimately what you need is people sharing your stuff, people hitting that follow, hitting that like, commenting on your videos. When it comes to individual social media platforms, the algorithms are all different, and it's so difficult to keep up with it because they change all the time. Constantly change. But posting regular short clips, short episodes, short, even just like edited videos where it's like a slideshow of pictures of things that you've been up to with some captions and some good music behind it.
Yeah.
Posting them every day. And when people are watching them, your ultimate goal is to get them to watch the full video. Because if they hit like or they comment or they share before they've watched the full video on Instagram and TikTok, then automatically your algorithm says they're not interested past the first 3 seconds. We're not pushing this video out.
Right.
So it's a big thing. Follow from the bottom up. So whenever you engage with a post, share it first, then favourite it, a comment of 9 words or more, and then hit that like button. But only do that once you've watched the video all the way through. So if you want to help support your fellow creators, if you want to support Southern Roots, if you want to support us, if you want to go on our individual pages, then the best way you can do it is by doing that strategy on everything that you see that comes up. And you'll find that your algorithm's saturated by the people that you do that for.
Yeah.
Right. That's interesting.
What I
So,
was going to suggest, sorry, just quickly, is I've been seeing people really enjoy behind the scenes videos, like because they get to see what you do behind the scenes to be able to do what you do like on the show and things. And I think a few people do it, including Dom, Country Chat with Dom, is that he goes live when he's doing his radio show, and people like that so they can interact with him when a song's playing and things like that. So maybe that might be a good suggestion, just to bring people in and like you can talk them through what you're doing and things.
yeah. So what I really need to do now is to kind of stop hiding behind the brand and let people see
See
who
Steve.
is behind it all.
Yeah,
Yes.
make it personal, because if it's
Yeah.
personal, my biggest thing about my brand is people know me as Meg. It's
Yeah.
obviously my name is in my brand, but
Yeah.
they know Meg. And once they know me, hopefully they like me and they're like, hey, she's actually pretty cool and
Pretty
she'll
cool, yeah.
chat
Very down to
and
earth.
yeah,
And
and it's not just a brand, and it's not just
yeah.
a radio show. It's what is Southern Roots? Well, Southern Roots, Steve, starts with you. And
It
so when you
does.
said earlier, I don't want to put my face on it, and I don't want to. It's the brand. It's about Southern Roots.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But you're
Yeah.
Steve at Southern Roots, and
Yeah.
so that behind Southern Roots is Steve, and people need to know you
Yeah.
to be able
Yeah.
to engage and come back and feel like there's that personal touch
Yeah.
with you as a brand.
Yeah. I know when last year, I think it was, before everything happened with the family, we used to live stream the live Sunday show,
Yeah.
but then I kind of stopped it after everything kind of happened at home, and you just don't know whether should I live stream it, because I thought it'd be great for folk to see how a live show goes out, but then you wonder, are they listening to it on the TikTok or the radio? I mean, to me, it doesn't matter whether I've got one person listening or whether I've got 5,000 people listening.
Yeah.
It's the way I see it is that's one person that's getting some good country music coming to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly the point. So it doesn't matter if there's only one person there. That one person is listening, and then they'll go on and talk to someone else. And then one random day, that person that they spoke to will be like, "Oh, you know what? I'm free right now. I might see if they're live." And they said they normally do the show around this time, and like word will spread.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing when you were mentioning about like the WhatsApp community before. That's what happens, isn't it? The minute one of us posts that one of us is live, we all
We're
jump
straight
in
there
and we support, and
yeah.
we're straight there if we can be. And so when you've got that kind of support, that's the starting point. And social media is built around people. That's the
It
whole
is,
point.
yeah.
It's the psychology of it. It's the people want to get to know the faces behind the brand.
Yeah.
Massive companies, like I follow a makeup brand called P. Louise, and the biggest selling point for them is that they've got these regular hosts that are on every single day at the same time. That at 4 o'clock, for example, I can click on that profile and they'll be live, and it'll be faces that are familiar to me, faces that I trust to give me good advice on what makeup I need to buy or don't need to buy, but I really want to buy. But that's where the whole influencer thing comes in, and we all don't.
Yeah.
None of us love the word influencer, and I always say I'm more of a content creator than an influencer, or whatever.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we're trying to influence people to listen to what we want them to hear and watch the things we want them to watch. And so much as we kind of reject that influencer status, we ultimately, that's what we're striving to become, influencing more people to get into good country music.
Yeah.
And so being able to just put that name to the brand and show them who you are and be true to who you are, because you've also got a lovely voice. So
You do.
your
I don't
voice,
think
I could
that.
listen to your voice for
We do. It's a homely voice as well. It makes you feel at home.
Yeah.
And it's something that you're really easy to like listen to. I always say David Attenborough's voice, I could listen to him all day. And it's the same thing. It just feels like you're just in a conversation with a mate, is how it feels. It's very calming, and it's very homely, which I think most people really like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're so passionate.
That's one of the reasons why I like the live interaction when it comes to the live show. Some of our regular listeners that have got my personal number, they're WhatsApping me, or they're talking to us through the live chat room and stuff. And you know, we try and make sure that everybody knows their family. We've got one fantastic woman who's never missed a show since I started on the live show. And her husband's mum died last week, and we sent her flowers, and she was
Wow.
totally gobsmacked that we'd gone to that kind of effort for her. And it's like, well, without her, what is the point? You know, it's if I haven't got people listening, then it's just me sat in my bedroom blethering on.
No, and that's
Yeah.
it. And
It's the
community is
personal
everything.
touch, like you saying that it's the personal touch, and that's what people really appreciate.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. So hopefully we've helped at least a little bit, and we're always here on hand, you know that, to help out wherever we possibly can. But one more time, Steve, could you just let everyone know how to find your show, where to follow you, what they can do to engage with the show and make it pop, grow that following?
Right. So all our socials are on our website, which is southern-roots.co.uk. We go out on LCR UK on a Monday at 1 p.m. and a Friday at 5 p.m. Every Saturday, we're on Avondale Radio, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And every Sunday, you will catch us at Groove London Radio, 10 o'clock in the morning till 12. And the exciting part of the live show is we try and have live guests on, and we try and introduce you to new artists. So you can catch us on there, and that's where the live chat room is. And if I could tell you one thing to take away from this is, if you're a UK or independent singer, songwriter, you've got music there, head to the website, email us, because there's not just my show. We link in heavily with Dom and his shows, and you know, we share contact information between the two of us, because it's hitting more people. You know, it's the stations are different. We don't conflict with each other. So we've got the scope of helping pretty much most people if they want that helping hand up.
No, we love
Amazing.
that.
Amazing. Well, all that's left from us is to say thank you very much for joining us. And to everyone who's listening, if you've got, like I said, a question, a story, a dilemma, then hit us up on our social media or on choosintexas@gmail.com or at Southern Roots in association with Choosing Texas for this special episode weekly.
Yeah.
And we will catch you on Tuesday to two-step for our Choosing Texas main episode. See you soon, guys.
Bye.
Good night.